Trigger warning. Child abuse, PTSD, depression, dissociation, eating disorders. Proceed with caution. 3. Estella. November 5th, 2009. Auxilia cuddled up against Andrew, leaning uncomfortably into his touch. I guess she's pretty. I can definitely see what the whole school sees in her. Her long black hair draping over her back, her vibrant blue eyes, her full lips, the way she looks at everyone, her smile. She was so nice to everyone, too, even people she didn't like my friends. Not me, though. She's a pretty big bitch to me. It's just because she's jealous, though. I guess it would be a little bit jarring to be literally perfect when suddenly this random chick joins your school and is better than you at something. I would probably be angry, too. She looked so uncomfortable around Andrew, like she was kissing him just because she thought she had to. She didn't look like she was in love with him or even liked him. She looked more like she was tolerating him because he's her boyfriend. I don't know why she hasn't broken up with him. All of a sudden, Auxilia looked over at me. I look away. Jeremy groaned. No way you were just staring at Leah. According to, well, everyone here, she is a goddess. A goddess who is way out of your league. Ew, it's not like that. I was zoning out. Andrew walked up to us, stomping his feet on the ground. Can I help you? I looked him up and down. Yeah. You can help me by not thirsting after my girlfriend. Ew, wouldn't even think of it. Why were you staring at us, dyke? I was zoning out. Jeez, is Auxilia really sending you out of all people to fight her battles? What does that mean? He furrowed his brows. I shrug. She seems like a strong, independent woman. You seem like a codependent asshole who completely relies on her. Poor girl. She has to deal with her popular girl shit while also dealing with your popular girl shit? Are you even a man? I am a man. I'm way more of a man than you. Well, I sure hope so, because I don't know if you noticed, but I am 100% a woman. He clenched his fists. What are you gonna do? Punch me? Jeremy got between us. That's enough of that. I'm sorry she was zoning out at your girlfriend. Go away. Fuck you both. You wish, I laughed. Estella. Jeremy side-eyed me. Seriously, go away. I'm sorry about her. Whatever, man. You pussy. I stood up. I'm sorry. Did you say something? I gave him a death glare. He looked me up and down. He stuttered. No. He walked back to his seat. Jeremy sighed. You need to stop inciting riots. I'm not inciting anything. He's the one who walked up to us. He rolled his eyes. Whatever. I don't even care. Miss Cockmore groaned as she walked in. Morning class. I have about 100 days left till I retire. Do not bug me. Are you hungover again, miss? Holly asked. If I answer that, I'm gonna get fired before I even get a chance to retire. Then I'm gonna need to find a brand new job and work there for 5 more years before finally getting to retire. You didn't get fired before, Jaden mentioned. That's because Dr. Manson was also hungover. Damn, what were you guys doing on Halloween? Jaden laughed. Staff Halloween party, she shrugged. What the fuck is happening? Anyway, sorry I'm late. I was hiding in the bathroom hoping I didn't have to deal with you guys today. She sat down at her desk and started doing attendance, calling everyone's names one by one. Jaden, bring this down. Run so you get there before the bell. If you get caught, I didn't tell you to do that. Jaden nods and grabs the folder from her, running out the door. Okay, guys, you have like 5 minutes left. Do whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. Just don't get me in trouble. That poor teacher, Jeremy whispered. I giggled. Anyway, what class do you have next? AP Astronomy. Awesome. That's cool. You're like a total geek about astronomy. I have woodworking. Ugh. Loser. Don't even. They wouldn't even give me the option to take home ec. We're in Florida. They separate those classes by gender. That's probably true. When I trade classes, I love woodworking. If only, he sighed dramatically. Then the bell rang. We both gathered our things and headed out the door. I got lost in the crowds of people wandering around the school until I found my classroom. It was on the 2nd floor near the front of the school. It took me way too long to find it. I was late. I walked into the classroom and the teacher looked up at me. You must be Estella. I just nodded. She got up and led I just nodded. She got up and led me to a desk in front of the room. I sat down and she grabbed a packet from her desk. She crouched down over me. My name's Mrs. Sickle. Welcome to AP Astronomy. She slid the packet towards me. This is the syllabus. I grabbed the packet. It was thick and the words were small and scrunched together. I know it's a lot, but based on your grades from your last school, this should be child's play for you, she smiled. I nodded, unsure what to say to that. Right now they're working on reading and questions. Or at least they should be, she yelled at a table in the back. I turned around. Great. It was Auxilia, Hallie, and Jaden. I didn't know Hallie and Jaden were smart enough to be in an AP class. They'd probably just cheat off Auxilia. Hallie giggled and Jaden cleared his throat. Sorry, miss. He put his hands up as if he was being arrested. Mrs. Sickle rolled her eyes. Anyway, I haven't gotten your textbook yet, so just give me a second. She walked out of the classroom. I looked around to see who else was in the class. None of my friends were in it, just my luck. A lot of kids were staring right at me and whispering, almost as if I couldn't see them. There were a lot of juniors in this class. I could tell because I didn't recognize them from my other classes. I looked at Auxilia's group in the back. They were sitting at a giant black countertop with a sink. Hallie and Jaden were talking about something stupid, while Auxilia was actually doing the work. Auxilia slapped Jaden's hand on her thigh. Stop, she said. I'm trying to do the work. You do want a good grade, don't you? Jaden leaned on his hand. I guess. Hallie giggled. How are you passing this class? Leah? He chuckled. Yeah, and if you want me to continue, you'd stop touching me, she said, clearly annoyed. Get a grip. He rolled his eyes. Seriously, Leah, Hallie laughed. I'd be so happy if a boy was all over me like this. During class, when I'm trying to get both of us a good grade? Yeah, Hallie smiled. Can you blame me? Look at you, he chuckled. Auxilia slammed her textbook down. I said fucking stop, Jaden! Everyone turned their heads to her. She stood there silent for a moment before storming out of the room. I don't get why she's so uptight, Jaden said to the class. Everyone just went back to their work, not even bothering to tell Jaden that he's an asshole or going after Auxilia. What is wrong with this school? I get up and head out the door. I grab 2 hall passes from the table next to the door on my way. I look both ways. I hear Auxilia sobbing one way and head that way. She was sitting curled in a little ball in a small hallway that just had a single door labeled custodian's closet. She looked at me through the corner of her eye. Estella? Hey. What do you want? She looked away. You okay? She made a face. What? What do you really want? That's it, I shrugged. Are you okay? Have you come to get me when I'm vulnerable? Make me give up on being valedictorian? I chuckled. No. I wanted to see if you were okay. I never give up. That's a good thing, I smiled. I never lose. Especially not to people like you. People like me. Yeah, people no one likes. Everyone likes me, that's why I always win. Sounds easy. I leaned against the wall and crossed my arms. Well, it's not when there are people like you. Right. Well, are you okay or not? Because I could easily walk away. Do it. I never asked you to come running after me anyway. I would, but you see, right before I walked up to you, you kind of sounded like you were crying. I wasn't. I don't cry. Why not? Because I'm too hot to cry. My makeup would run. My hair would frizz if I touched it. Right. Besides, I don't need to cry anyway. You sounded pretty pissed. I am pissed. Jaden doesn't listen for shit. I sat down next to her. Yeah, men are like that sometimes. Shut up. Don't try to turn me. It won't work on me. I make girls gay, not the other way around. I laughed. That was not at all what I was trying to do. Then what are you trying to do? She glared at me from the corner of her eye. I shrugged. Help you? Why do you want to help me? I've been nothing but a bitch to you. She furrowed her eyebrows. I sighed. I mean, everyone deserves to be happy. Even the crazies of bitches, and even you. She opened her mouth to say something, but looked away, her lip trembling. Why are you being so nice to me? She asked, her voice suddenly softer, sadder. I hate you. Don't you hate me? I laughed quietly. I don't hate you. Dislike is a better word. But if you don't like me, why are you... She rubbed her eyes, realizing she was crying. Shit. I thought you didn't need to cry. Shut up. I sigh. Look, Auxilia, you may be a bitch, but even you deserve better. Why do you still call me Auxilia? It's difficult, and because you asked me to. She made this weird, wide-eyed face at me that I couldn't quite read, then she looked away. I take a deep breath and reach into my pocket for my small makeup kit. I threw a makeup wipe at her. Put the mascara all over your face. All over? I chuckled. Nah, I'm just kidding. She pulled a tiny mirror from her pocket and looked at the dark circles under her eyes from her mascara. She sighed, rubbing the wipe on her eyes. She threw it at my face. I laughed to myself and grabbed it off the floor, shoving it into my pocket. I grabbed one of the hall passes from my jeans and threw it to her. So you don't get in trouble. She stares at it, smiles slightly, and looks back up at me. Thanks. I smile back. It's no problem, really. Unique. November 5th, 2009. Their faces all light up the second I walk in. That's what I do. I make bad situations less bad. I make those sad days where you just want to lay in bed all day and cry better. I crack jokes to lighten the mood. It's like my whole thing. It's my purpose. I ask them how their day is, and I don't expect them to listen to my stupid problems. My stupid problems aren't important. Their problems are important. They are important to me. And I'm important to them. Not because my problems are important to them, but because I make every day a little brighter. That is my purpose. That is why I'm happy all the time. Just not here. Father screamed up the stairs for me to get up. I groaned and dragged myself out of bed. Don't groan at me, young lady. I hop over to my closet and pull out a random outfit. Father stomped up the stairs. Why do I tell you anything? What? I told you to take the garbage out last night, Unique. No, you didn't, I say quietly. Are you calling me a fucking liar? Don't talk back to me. Yes, Father. Good. Now get dressed and hurry up. He left my room angrily. I closed the door silently, not latching it so that he couldn't hear it. I started getting dressed, fumbling with my shorts over my thighs. I pulled my skirt up and sat down on my bed. I leaned down and grabbed my leg, taking my time to put everything together and on. My cat creeped in, my door creaking open. Shit. What was that? Father yelled up the stairs. The cat? Cream walked up to me and rubbed up against my leg. He stomped up the stairs, startling Cream. He ran away and hid in my closet. Dad kicked my door open. The door stays open. Don't make me watch you. It was the cat. I'm sorry, Father. Stop blaming shit on the cat. He grabbed one of my figurines off my TV stand next to the door and threw it at me. It hit me on the forehead. The blood in my head seethed, sending shockwaves of pain through my entire brain. I grabbed my head, rubbing it. Listen to me, girl. I looked up at him. Yes, Father. You are so useless. You don't do anything I say. I looked down. You are such a pain in my ass. You just have to make every day a living hell for me, don't you? Look at me when I'm speaking to you. I forced myself to look into his eyes. Don't look at me like that. I'm sorry, Father. He groaned. He pulled me off my bed and threw me onto the floor. My head slammed against the hardwood. He sat down on my waist, pinning me to the floor, his body weight keeping me from moving. He raised his fist. I flinched. I cried as he attacked me, punching and hitting me. Finally, he got off. Get up. I struggled to bring myself up from the floor, my body tensing. He groaned, grabbing my hand and pulling me to my feet. I stumbled, struggling to keep my balance. He shoved me onto my bed. Get dressed, he said. This door stays open. Yes, Father. Cover up those hideous bruises. I don't want people thinking I'm abusing my children. Yes, Father. He walked away. I cried. I cried for a good 10 minutes before getting up and showering, even though I was already ready to go. I zone out, getting dressed yet again and putting makeup over the black eye, and open cut on my forehead. It just barely covered it up. I zone out as I ride with my father to school. Then, the second I see my friends, something in me switches. I walk over to them in homeroom. They're all sitting in one big group with the desks pushed together, as usual. Stella, however, was sitting with her brother. I sat down. Hey! Hey, Uni! Flynn's face lit up. Unique, will you please tell Flynn that I am not annoying? Pop crossed his arms. Jeez, what happened before I got here? They're fighting over who's hotter. Jacqueline rolled her eyes. The fuck? Why? I laughed. Because Poppy called himself a hot femboy when he knows damn well that I'm the hottest. Flynn groaned. I am a hot femboy. Pop stuck out his tongue. You two are children. Jackal sighed. Let's be honest. Jacqueline's the hottest, I say. Oh, really? Thank you, baby. She smiled. Well, yeah, obviously. Flynn shrugged. We met out of me and Flynn. I looked back and forth. I don't know. Both of you? Pop shook his head. That wasn't an option. I don't think she's qualified to answer this. Flynn sighed. She's most definitely a lesbian. I'm what? Lesbian? He raised an eyebrow. You do know what that is, don't you? Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't like women like that. I shook my head over dramatically. Oh, really? Pop asked. I could have sworn you didn't like men. Oh, ew. Oh, ew. No, I definitely don't like men. What about other? Jacqueline asked. Other? Pop laughed. You know, man, woman, other. I don't know. Not really. Well, those are the only three options. It's 2009, Flynn frowned. Yeah, so do you just like no one? Jacqueline asked. That's just sad, Pop said. No, I just haven't found someone yet. I shook. I'm too judgy, I guess. The bell rang. Well, see you at lunch, I guess. Flynn got up. I nodded. And once again, my brain is somewhere else. I go to my next classes and sit through them painfully until lunchtime. I sat down at our lunch table. Hey, Uni! Estelle smiled, her face lighting up. Hey! Why weren't you sitting with us in homeroom? Homeroom and Spanish are the only classes I have with my brother, and he's not too great at making friends. Oh, that's cute. Jacqueline smiled. Anyway, I think I have a problem. Estelle frowned. Uh-oh. What did you do? Pop sighed. Nothing! But I don't like the sound of that. Jacqueline shook her head, taking a bite of her pizza. I don't know. Something happened. I'm on the edge of my seat here, girl. I groaned. It's Auxilia. Oh. You mean Leah? Pavi asked. We barely talk about her. Flynn laughed. There's nothing to talk about. She's perfect. Auxilia. I don't think that's true anymore, Stella said. I haven't heard that name in years. Give me all of the deets. Pop leaned in. Not since she became Leah. I don't know if I should talk about it. Not since what happened. You can't just bring it up and not talk about it, Flynn said. I feel my chest tightening. Something happened in astronomy. I think I like her. My hands shake. Oh wow, I mean, who doesn't? Jacqueline laughed. What's happening to me? Yeah, everyone likes Leah. That's like her whole thing. Flynn rolled his eyes. It hurts. I know, but I guess I see something else in her. Something human. Stop. I shake my head, trying to snap back into reality. You alright, Unique? Estelle frowned. No, Leah isn't human. What? She may seem perfect right now, but she will stop at nothing to destroy you. Unique, what's going on with you? Pavi asked. Is this about Jacqueline took a deep breath. That? Don't! Estella, I just want you to know what you're in for. She's way out of your league anyway. Estella sighed. I know. I just thought... Think again. Unique. What's going on? Jacqueline said. You're getting to be a bit rude. Are you still mad about this morning? Pa frowned. I'm sorry. No, I take a deep breath. I gotta go to the bathroom. I grabbed my backpack and head out the door of the cafeteria. I walked to the bathroom on the other side of the school, so as not to draw too much attention to myself. When I walked in, it was empty. I hovered over the sink. Tears filled my eyes. What's wrong with me? I should have known I was getting too comfortable around my friends. Why wouldn't they do this? No one else has ever stayed friends with me for longer than 2 years. It was a mistake letting Jacqueline and Pavi save me. It was a mistake letting Flynn back into my life. It was a mistake even trying to make friends. I am nothing if I'm not cheerful. I am nothing. I splashed water on my face, looking up into the dirty bathroom mirror at my hideous reflection. Fuck. My makeup ran down my cheek, fully revealing the black eye. I sighed and dried off my face with a paper towel before pulling my makeup out of my bag. I smeared concealer lazily over my eye, struggling to blend it in enough. Then the bathroom door opens. I inch over, trying to hide what I was doing. Auxilia. Leah, November 5th, 2009. I thought you didn't need to cry, she said, snarky. Shut it, she sighed dramatically. Auxilia, you may be a total bitch, but even you deserve better. I looked down, struggling to keep eye contact. Why do you still call me Auxilia? It's so weird and difficult. 'Cause you asked me to, she said. I looked back up at her. She had this strange gleam in her eyes. It was weird. She could be conventionally attractive if she tried to be, but she didn't try. She was unapologetically herself. I turned away, realizing I'd been staring. She took a deep breath before throwing a wipe at me. For the makeup all over your face. All over? I asked, grabbing the wipe in my pocket mirror. She chuckled, her voice soft, carefree. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I sighed, rubbing off the dark circles under my eyes. I throw it at her face. She laughed and tucked it in her pocket. She throws a hall pass to me. So you don't get in trouble. Thanks. I smile, staring down at it. She smiled back. No problem. She walked away. What the fuck was that? Why would someone be so nice to me? Especially after I'd been such a bitch. Estella's the first person I'd openly been a bitch to in a while. Yet, somehow to her, I'm still human. That fucking asshole! I hate her! I hate her so much! But I think now I respect her. Which is weird, and I don't like it one bit. I should go before Mrs. Stickle comes back. I get up and head back to class. As I walked in, everyone stared at me. I sighed and put the hall pass back on the hook. I sat down at the table in the back. Have a nice mental breakdown, Hallie laughed. Don't, I said, strangely stern. Her eyes widened and she quickly shut up. Sorry about that, Leah, Jaden frowned. I shouldn't go do that much. I might lose my good grade. How typical of Jaden, only apologizing because it directly affects him. It's fine, Jaden. I reopened the textbook and finished our worksheets, zoning out for the rest of class. Hallie and Jaden were having their own little conversation, but I wasn't paying attention. All I could hear were the tables around us. Talking. That seems to be the only thing people here are good at. Talking. Talking about my friends' drama. They rarely talk about me, but because of my stupid little outbursts, I'm the only name coming out of their mouths. Leah this, Leah that. Wow, who knew Leah had emotions too? I thought she was too good for emotions. Too perfect. Little did we know she's a delicate little porcelain doll. Play with her too hard and she'll break. I'm so tired. The bell rings. Finally. I zone out the rest of the day. The juniors in astronomy didn't tell anyone else about my outburst. I could tell because nobody was talking about me in the hallways or my other classes. Everyone's focused on the fight we all had yesterday. Kendall forgave me, but I think she's still mad at Hallie. Makes sense. After what Hallie said about her sister, I would hate her too. Finally, I get to lunch. I'm starving. Luckily, I get free lunch. God knows I can't afford to pay $3 every single day just to eat a small, crappy meal. I haven't eaten since lunch at school yesterday, and I was starting to feel it in my head. We were running out of food at home, and Ma had the car, so I couldn't go to the store, so I gave the last of it to Esme. She's way more important to me anyway. It was pizza day. I grabbed a giant slice of the gross, greasy pizza and a side of salad and chocolate milk. The free lunch only applies if I grabbed a full meal, which I'm definitely not complaining about. I sit down at the table with Hallie and start eating, slowly, so she doesn't bring attention to it. There you are, Drew smiled. Hey, babe. I smiled back, half-heartedly. Jaden sat down on the other side of me. Hey, Leah. He grinned at me before remembering to turn around. Hallie? Kendall! Hallie called for her across the cafeteria. She walked over to us. Hey, Leah. Hey, Andrew. Do I not get a hello? Hallie cocked an eyebrow. No, I'm still mad at you. I'm meeting with someone else. What? I didn't know you had other friends. Jaden laughed. Shut the fuck up, Jaden. This is exactly why I'm not eating lunch with you guys. I'm sorry about him, Ken. I frowned. It's alright, Leah. It's not your fault. If you want to sit with me, you can. Maybe in a bit, I say, unsure of what to do. She smiled and nodded before walking away. She sat at a table across the caf with only one other person at it. It was a guy. A senior, probably. Wait. Holy shit, is that the emo chick's brother? Hallie noticed. Yeah. Andrew raised an eyebrow. Since when were Kendall and Jeremy friends? I asked. Hallie shrugged. I have an idea, though. I rolled my eyes. This is gonna be good, I said sarcastically. Did you just roll your eyes at me? I didn't know Leah was capable of being sarcastic, Drew laughed. I sighed. What's your idea, Hallie? You should totally sit with them and, tell me everything they talk about. Why? 'Cause it's fucking funny, Leah. It's called having a sense of humor. I take a deep breath. Fine. I grab my tray and head over to Kendall and Jeremy. Hey, Leah. Ken smiled. Hey. I sat down. Wait, I know you, he said. Don't you, hate my sister or something? I don't hate anyone. I shake my head, taking a bite of my food. Stella is a rare exception to that. Right. Don't worry, Jeremy. It's just friendly competition, I assured him. Friendly? He raised an eyebrow. The last time I saw you two talking to each other, you were all up in each other's faces. I thought you were flirting. What? My eyes widened. I have a boyfriend. I wouldn't be surprised. What does that mean? You seem like the type to cheat on him. I saw you two earlier, all cuddly and shit. You didn't look happy at all. I could tell you hate his guts. He's weirdly perceptive. She doesn't hate him. He's her boyfriend. Kendall rolled her eyes. Yeah, if I hated him, I would have dumped him a long time ago. If you say so. How did you two even meet? It's a long story. Kendall looked away. Jeremy raised an eyebrow, a bit confused. Yeah. Okay, well, if you two are gonna be this lame, I'm gonna go back to Hallie. Lame? Wow, Leah, Kendall said. I sighed. Sorry, I'm not having a good day. Damn, I didn't know you were capable of having a bad day. Jeremy butted in. Tell me about it. I rolled my eyes. No, I'm serious, he chuckled. The way everyone talks about you here, your existence is like some kind of divine intervention who's above our puny human emotions. I laugh. Haven't heard that one before. You're not so bad, I guess, he shrugged, smirking. You guess? Wow, harsh, I smile. Kendall furrowed her brows. Leah, maybe you should go back to Hallie now. Okay. I grabbed what's left of my tray and walked back. So, Hallie asked. They weren't really talking about anything. Jeremy was totally flirting with me, and then Kendall kicked me out of the table. I put my tray down. Oh, she totally has a crush on him, Hallie smirked. Jaden laughed. What else is new? Hallie looked down at my tray. Did you eat all of that? I nodded, slowly, confused. She sighed, grabbing my hand and dragging me down the hallway. Hallie, what are you doing? I'm sure someone has mentioned this before, but have you noticed you're getting a bit chunky? Chunky? Yeah, fat. You know why? Why? Because you keep eating all of your lunch like that. Seriously, I get a side salad and that's it. Sometimes I don't even get that. I'd prefer not to starve to stay skinny, Hallie. Yeah, not everyone can be as good at that as me. You know what Kendall does? She throws the fuck up. She dragged me to the bathroom near the back of the school, probably to get me away from everyone else so nobody sees me do it. I'm not doing that. I don't care, Hallie said. Go in there and actually do it. I rolled my eyes and walked into the bathroom. I wasn't actually going to do it. I'm starving enough. I am not throwing up. Hallie can get over it. Actually do it, she yelled to me as I walked away. I sighed, closing the bathroom door behind me. I turned around. Unique. She turned away from me suddenly, trying to hide what she was doing. I walked up to the mirror and fixed myself up, grabbing my brush from my bag and brushing through my hair really quickly. I grabbed my small makeup bag and fixed up my lip gloss and mascara. I glanced at her. She hunched over the mirror, away from me, rubbing her face. I looked in the mirror. She was struggling to conceal some sort of bruise around her eye. What are you looking at? She said. You should use color correction on that, I say, digging into my makeup bag for my eyeshadow. What? I pulled out my eyeshadow palette, the one that I barely used. Covered in orange. What? Why? I don't know, but it works. I hand my palette and a brush to her. Why should I trust anything you say? I don't know what's going on with you and Estella, but we aren't friends. I shrug. I mean, why do you have a black eye? I don't know, and I haven't asked you. I know you enough to trust that you're okay, and you probably just got into some freak accident. Give me that! She took it away from me aggressively. It's none of your business. Cool. I wasn't trying to figure out what happened. I trusted you'll figure it out. Stop being nice to me, she said, applying the eyeshadow around her eye. It's freaking me out. I chuckle. Right, okay. She handed back the eyeshadow and my brush and took her concealer back out. When have I ever been mean to you? I asked. Are you kidding? You and your friends are constantly calling me a pig and making fun of all of my friends. No, my friends do. I don't. Sure, but you don't stop them, and that's just as bad. Is it? She rubbed the concealer in with her hand. Yes. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It won't make any difference. It won't make up 9 years of torment from you and your little minions. It won't make up a leg. I am sorry, though. Okay, I believe you, but I don't forgive you, and I don't ever plan on doing that. No matter how close you get to Estella, I will tolerate you if I need to, but we will never be friends again. I'm sorry, I said again, unsure of what else to say. Whatever, thanks for the makeup. She started walking away, but stopped at the door. It's weird how much someone can change in a couple of years. To think I actually liked you at some point. You left me, Leah. You're never getting me back. She walked out of the bathroom, nearly bumping into Hallie, who was coming in. Watch it, pig. Yeah, whatever, bitch. Hallie made a face and looked back at me. What's up with these freaks today? I shrug. Cranky, I guess. Were you talking to her? Something like that. Gross. Anyway, did you do it? Yeah. She looked me up and down. That's weird, you don't look any different. Whatever, Hallie, I'm not in a good mood. I do not want to deal with this right now. Damn, what did the pig say to you? Should I get Andrew to beat her ass? No, just leave me alone right now. Whatever. Bye, bitch. Hallie left the bathroom.